this is Hayden and welcome to my latest Diecast model review. And I'll be looking at the 2007 Nissan Skyline GTR R35. Actually, omit Skyline. And I've this right here, the 1/12 scale replica of the GTR in the ultimate silver shade with pretty nice rims. So as per usual, I'll take a look at what you're going to get. Well, you get a very nice clamshell inside, and then you have a wiping cloth and also I'm missing something here. So I actually found it, the magnifying glasses with the dual pick. Got the brochure right here, and also the original warning stickers or instructions. And I got the certificate, and this is the number 346. And there's a lot of text right here, so if you want to pause, go right ahead and read them all. So this model is roughly 3.13 kilograms, and it's made of 504 separate metal parts, screws, nuts, metal wiring. Okay, and here are the various detail shots of each. Yeah, as usual, I really like how they have planned out their brochure. It looks great, very presentable. And yeah, this video is for you, Mario_12. And I know that you have the exact model as well. So last page. So with this model, you can remove the under tray. Hang on. And also on Diecast Exchange, there's a fellow called Loose Boys, and he modified his to a pretty nice condition. So actually, before talking about the model itself, when you remove the model from the clamshell, it's not screwed on to anything. So make sure you don't put it upside down, or else the model will fall right out of the box, out of the clamshell. And I've put the Aston Martin Vanquish right beside it to show you guys how big it is. And if I put side by side, it's about 50% shorter, and also maybe 50% narrower. So as my first ever 1/12 model, it definitely feels different. And let's go over that a little bit later. So we'll check out the front fascia here. And this thing is very detailed throughout, as expected. And the new recent 1/12 models from AUTOart are made of plastic, so you are not going to get the same feel as this one. Then let's move on to the rims, and it's definitely cool. Let's just check out the color, the shade of the rim. It's got that a little bit of bronze, a little bit of black to it. And it's hiding inside the Brembo. This caliper is hiding inside the rim. And here we are heading to the side here. There's a little bit of dust dirt. But in overall, the panel gaps are pretty consistent. I mean, the hinge area, it obviously has a little bit more gap. But then where the door handle meets the other panel, it's pretty nice, pretty tight. The fuel cap doesn't open. And then here we have the back. And you can tell the rear lights are very detailed. And it's got the appropriate badging on the rear. And the quad exhaust system to complement the turbocharged V6. I think that's the 360 view of this model already. So here we're going to check out the parts that open on this model. And you're greeted with fantastic detail. It's got most of the genuine warning stickers underneath the hood. There are definitely more parts in the engine compared to the 1/18 scale. Then we move on to the interior. And on the brochure I found out that the seats do fold down, so let's try this. And I believe the sunblock works as well. So it's best to use this tool right here for all of your door opening operations. So even the sun visor works. Let's actually flip it back up. And here on the door, it's got pretty nice details too. There's a door locking mechanism there. Let's actually move on to the back. And actually before that I missed this. But the tires have their appropriate marking. Potenza. In the rear, so here's a trunk all lined with appropriate color. It's got a very nice hinge system too. It's got pretty nice flush completed feel to it. In the back, then on to the right hand drive cockpit area. Yeah, it definitely looks very realistic. It's got even those dials, the PlayStation looking dials on the center console. Yeah, definitely packs a punch, this model. And it's laughable that the 1/18s are selling for $300 or even more than that, when I got this for like around $500 Canadian. So onto the underbody of this beast. And I believe these parts are removable or not. But here we can look closely to how many parts were had or contributed to the whole steering system. There's even some more details underneath too. We move on to the underbody. I kind of like the weathering effect done on here to replicate chrome-ish chrome finish, and all of these bolts are all colored. Pretty nice. So this part, I believe we can take it out. So it's give me one moment. Taking out the underbody trace is pretty easy. It's got some small tabs on the front, and you just slide it underneath, and that applies the same thing as the front. So you're gonna get some more intricate details there, and I think a little bit of weathering would do it a lot of good, because it looks way too shiny right now. And here we have the rear axle and a quad exhaust from underneath. It's very interesting. But just be careful, and when you handle it like this, just put something soft underneath to avoid damage. So overall, this model is immaculate. It's perfect with no demerit. And I think the only well, there's a strangeness to a 112 model, and it is wide, very lengthy empty space without any details, and especially the door. And I think they somehow struck the right balance to it and still make it look good. Yeah, I always wanted to try that. I have these 112 scale figures that fit perfectly well on the same size model. So anyway, see you guys in the next video.